Okay guys, so here's part 2 today. So I went out and took out my power tools. So took some power tools out. I'm going to talk about some tool safety first. I'm going to put my goggles on because I'm going to be working with lumber today. Tool safety, right? Number one, tools are dangerous. When tools are plugged in, just like this, you have to treat them with respect. This is a big saw with lots of teeth. This thing spins at 24 to 4,800 revolutions per second, and it's meant to cut wood. It will cut your hand if it's not used properly. There's a safety on it, that's this protector, and it's there to protect me from getting cut. You do not use these tools without an adult being around. That is the thing. Next thing, you never cut lumber unless you have a pair of goggles on. Your hands, you put gloves on them. I don't use gloves. I don't like the way they feel, so I don't use gloves. That is my decision. So back to this. So today we're working on learning about the Pythagorean theorem, and I want to show you how I use it in math to figure out different sizes and different things. So it's going to take me a couple seconds because I got to figure out how to do this, so just bear with me, right? So let's take a look. So here I went ahead and I cut some lumber just to get some idea of what it is. Now I also brought out my colored pencils, so this way I could use some things to show you guys some colors. So I'm going to sit down and get myself going. All right, let's take a look. So I told you that the base, this is the base from here straight to end here. So I'm going to look to go to this point when it comes to determining my length. So my base is the very bottom of this angle. Okay, so this is B, right? So I put the B there. The one that goes up, the height, again, I'm going to go to my top, and my very top point, that's where I'm measuring to, so I can get my length, and this is my A. All right, so I'm going to put A there. So in the Pythagorean theorem, we understand that a couple of things are taking place. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to write down my formula. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now, I'm going to take some measurements. And I have a ruler today. I know a lot of you guys don't know how to use a ruler, but I'm going to have to take a ruler. And with my ruler, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my measurements. So bear with me. So my measurements, if you take a look at my ruler, I have one of these rulers because when my nephews come over, they don't know the hash marks like I do, so I kind of always ask them to read it, and I just bought them an easier one to see. You can get one of these. It's from DeWalt. It's a 25-foot tape measure, and on this tape measure, it's just really easy to get myself a hold of it. So it gives me the exact measurements broken down. Of course, it doesn't go into 30 seconds or 16ths, but when you're doing fine carpentry, you need to know that rough carpentry, you can get away with things. So anyway, here we're going to take a look, and we're going to take a look at my measurement. Now, as I just told you, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure my leg, and I'm going to measure from the tip to the end of it. So just give me a second. I'm going to put my phone down and hopefully flip my screen around so you guys can see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure from the tip down, and I find out that my A equals 16 inches. That's my A. Now my base, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure my base from tip to tip, and I find out I have 16, again, 16. So now, if A and B are both 16, my next step is to figure out what my hypotenuse is. Now my hypotenuse is the piece of wood that I'm going to have to place that picks up both ends. Now, obviously that doesn't fit. So you can't just guess. It's not a guessing game. It's a mathematical game. So I'm going to go ahead and go sit down and I'm going to go ahead and go fill in. So if I have 16 squared plus 16 squared will equal C squared, right? So that's that. So 16 times 16, remember when you